Welcome back to the channel. This is the second part of our multi-day high country adventure. We started day 3 with some sightseeing at Lake's entrance, as Scott and Travis hadn't been there before. Once again, the weather gods were smiling on us, with another cool, crisp autumn morning. Three bridges, each a testament to the engineers who constructed them. The first, Stony Creek Trestle Bridge, near Narra. Built in 1916 when the rail line was extended to Orbost, the bridge was used until 1987. It's well worth a look. From Narra, we headed north on the Bruton-Buchan Road, enjoying the sweeping corners, no traffic, and beautiful scenery. After a short stop in Buchan, we continued north on what was now the Glen Tippie Road. The tar sealed sections of this ride were turning out as good as the dirt sections. I think the bikes must have preferred it, as there was no unplanned lie-downs all day. We turned off the highway at Golmerang east onto McKillops Bridge Road, reputed to be one of Australia's most dangerous roads. As we headed towards the Snowy River and bridge number 2, the road became slippery gravel, just waiting to catch us out. The views from the road are spectacular, if a little distracting. Sometimes you just have to stop and take it all in. How's the tranquility, spoiled only by the arrival of a noisy DRZ 400. at random points, just to keep you on your toes. After catching glimpses of it from the road, we're finally at bridge number 2, the incredible McKillops Bridge over the mighty Snowy River. Built between 1931 and 1936, it replaced the original bridge, washed away in 1934, a day before it was due to open. The bridge is 255 metres long and is regarded as one of the most spectacular in the world. On a day like this, it's easy to see why. Mucking around trying to get video of the bikes and the bridge, it was time to turn around and retrace our path, this time with the added excitement of four-wheel drives coming the other way. Then back onto the highway as we looked for our turn off onto Limestone Road that would take us towards Omeo. Limestone Road is an easy dirt road. It starts off in farmland and then transitions to bush. This road is perfect for adventure bikes of all sizes. I was a bit nervous on this section as I had last filled the tank at Lake's entrance the night before. As the bars disappeared on the fuel gauge, I was contemplating how heavy a 200 kg bike would be to push. Taking it easy, I was trying to extract as many Ks from the tank as I could. This is Native Dog Campground. If we were camping, it would have been a great spot to stay. By this point, I was on the flashing bar of reserve. Taking it easy meant that Scott and Travis soon disappeared into the distance. Pub at Omeo is sure a welcome sight, not just because it was our overnight stay and a cold beer, but it was pretty much all downhill from there to the servo. Tenere took 14 litres. In theory, 2 litres left, or another 60 to 70 kilometres. Still, the most I've ever put into the tank. Fuel economy is pretty much identical between the 790 and the Tenere. The Hilltop Hotel in Omeo provides for a great overnight stop. With great pizza and the company of a dirt bike tour group, we had an awesome night. After attending the dawn service, it was on the bikes for a cool, crisp start to the day. First stop was at the historic Cassilis mine. While the sign said walking, riding around the remains of the mine was a much better idea. Checking out the old mine relics, it was onto Upper Livingston Road, which then took us through to Birragun Road. It was quite surreal riding up into the clouds, with farms appearing out of the mist. clouds had burned off. We found ourselves at Dog's Grave camping area. There are a few different versions of the origins of the story, but great history either way. Awesome spot to camp, and a nice new hut as well. We met this guy on a multistrada on the tracks. He was over from WA, and I think he was a little bit lost, but after we pointed him in the right direction, he found his way to Dargo. To Dargo, and you can't really go through Dargo without a couple of selfies outside the pub. Our last bridge for the ride is this really cool swing bridge near Sale. Built in 1883, the bridge rotates to allow boats to pass. That's all for this ride. See you next time. Remember, subscribe and leave a comment if you liked this video.